iSee Church. Still currently an active church, but looks abandoned. Grass is overgrown. Been going to this church for the better part of 15 years. I know what's happened. I know something went wrong. And look at this grass, completely overgrown. There used to be a caretaker who used to work right over there, and live over there. But he got kicked out. Well, I don't think it's the right word for it, but got told to move on because this church is actually sold to developers. I remember so many memories in this church. So many memories. Look at it. Just rubbish here and there. I'm not sure if you can actually see inside. Yeah, here's the foyer. Cafes just around there. Some rubbish down there where the air conditioning boxes are. Some old pallets. Someone's helmet. Rubbish strewn through these bush here. Back when I was in high school, just over 5 years ago, we used to have bonfires out here. Seems like a distant memory, but it's actually pretty recent. Come over here to the kids' church area. Brisbane's actually just come out of its 3-day lockdown. We're back to the 4 square metre rule, but there isn't anyone here. I just had a look. I was actually here last week cleaning up all the rubbish out the back when no one was here. Let's open this. There we go. Yeah, I remember just over 10 years ago, we used to have rangers. This is still the kids' club area here. Still being used. I think March is when the church from Taga moves to Pine Rivers in Strathpine, just up the road, because all this area is going to be development, maybe apartments, houses. Yep, I remember this very well. So we used to come out here, we used to build tents, just preparing that like we're doing for camping. Because back in just over 10 years ago, when I used to do Rangers, which is a Christian-based scouts, I mean, their shed's still over there, supposedly. I think the stuff's still in there. And this shed over here is where they used to keep the iSee care pantries. Actually, last year in July 2020, I was helping clean off all this graffiti off the shed here. They used to have a minibus parked in here. I've never actually been in this shed. There used to be a flagpole here where we used to put up the Rangers flag, the Australian flag. We used to do devotions here. I remember over here when I did Rangers, we built bonfires, practicing campfires and how to light them and how to put them out safely. Yeah, right over here. And how to put them out, sprinkle, scuttle, sprinkle, kindling, fuel. I still remember it. Not something you can forget growing up. So many memories here. Since COVID hit last year, I haven't really come to this church. It's really gone downhill. And it's not because of COVID, it's just management. I don't know what's happened. I don't want to make any comments. They've taken off all the writing here, which used to say Rangers and iSee Church. It used to look really good. It used to actually look like graffiti, but it wasn't. They took it off. just don't like saying negative things, but it's true. Does the house of the Lord really need to look like this? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. This isn't how the house of the Lord should look. I mean, when I was helping clean off the graffiti there, I was just so disappointed at what I was seeing. And I was talking to the caretaker, who I've been friends with for years, over 10 years, and he agreed with me, saying the management has just changed over the years. Pastors come and go, and they say, oh yeah, we're going to fix up the church, and we're going to replace this and build that. It never came, and it never happened. He said, oh yes, we'll set up a working bee. But little did either of us know that this church was actually going to be sold. We weren't actually told until we stumbled upon a Facebook post. Look at this. I actually wanted to get a power washer or pressure washer and blast all this moss off, get rid of all these weeds, clean it up nicely. It's just derelict and abandoned. It's really disappointing to see, but I've got my faith in the Lord. It never left. I was not extremely surprised, but I was a little. Let's come up here. And after Rangers was abolished about 10 years ago, I went into youth group when I think 10 or 12. Yeah, through most of my teenage years. Listen here. It's a fan. Through most of my teenage years. You come up around here. Little office in there. The grass is just so long. It used to be so well looked after. I cannot stress that enough. Oh, here's the famous horseshoe roundabout. That's still here. There's a cross up there. Yeah, they were talking about, you know, tearing down the old building and see, here's a social distancing signs here, and building up a new, bigger, better church. But that was a few years ago. Not sure what's happened since then. $5 million for property which is about 3 acres large. That's a decent amount of money for this. I suppose that's how it rolls. Mighty dollar rules. Capitalism. Here's the old canteen in here. There's a cafe right over there. I haven't been to this church in about 10 months. Just been watching church online. Nothing's really actually changed since the time I've been here. Mostly been the same. Toilets are still the same. Nothing's changed a lot. We used to have so many events out here at the front. These are jumping castles and amusements, slides. Used to come over here and watch cinemas, outdoor cinemas, and have picnics. So many memories of this church. I got my faith in the Lord for the future. This is the office. It's changed so much, this place as well. Used to have a desk there. Come over here. Let's see, old party house over there turned into the caretaker's house. Let's come over here. What's over here? More graffiti. I don't think I've ever actually been down the back here before. I remember the used to be a cold room right here, right where my finger's pointing. Yeah, whenever we used to go away on Ranger Scout camps, we used to take the cold food from there. More rubbish here. Looks like some old asbestos roof used as a fence. Here's the caretaker's lodge over there. Let's go have a look. I don't think I've ever seen a church look this bad and this out of place and this out of touch. The whole time I've been part of this church. Yeah, this is where the old caretaker used to live. The old party house. Where it used to be called. / office. Yeah, I remember this. My goodness. Back in my teenage days, used to come and hang out here. Go and do activities in the auditorium. Nothing stays the same forever. Nothing stays the same forever. Oh, that's closed. Birds. Got to keep on moving. Keep on moving. I'm not sure who looks after the grounds here now. No idea. Yeah, I remember we used to have bonfires out here, big ones too. Look at that rubbish over there. Nice tree. This place looks so much better if it was cleaned up, but I'm just ranting, not getting worried. iSee Church. This is the front entrance, main car park. Shopping centre, Woolworths next door. Guess it's time to move on. God bless you all. See you next time.